think it is important for us to invite our leader and partner, somebody who has been described in so many ways. The way of Ado-Ekiti calls him a magician. The Yare calls him the author and the finisher of every good thing in our world. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, with your permission, may I invite the founder, Afe Babalola, to please address the house.
Patient enough to listen to us and to witness this historic event. First, let me thank the chairman of this occasion, His Royal Highness, the Oni of Ife. He is a very sincere, genuine friend of our university. I want also to thank the host Oba, our father, our friend, and indeed part of this institution, the way of Ado-Ekiti. I do not want to go through the whole hall mentioning everybody, but permit me to mention specifically 3 non-biological sons who are here present. I'm sure you want to know these biological sons, non-biological sons. The first one is the one who has rendered so much assistance to this university and has made it possible to be where we are today. He is an international educator, so recognized by everybody all over the world. And that is my dear son, Professor. Yes, stand up. Not yourself. Gone somewhere, it will come back. Now the second one, another biological son, is sitting quietly somewhere there, is Prince Adeyeye. Please stand up. Well, he has been of tremendous assistance to the university right from inception. I thank you very much, indeed. The other biological son has spoken, and that's Dr. Olajide. Thank you very much for Olajide. Thank you. Give him a round of applause, please. I want to thank His Royal Highness, Oba Dr. Victor Iladejo, CFR, Yoshimawe of Ondo, who was to preside over the lecture of today, and somehow, because of the nature of our road, he came fairly late. Thank you, sir, for coming at last, and for the donation you have made to us. But there's also a grand biological son you want to know. He is a member of your profession, the noble profession. He gave a very brilliant lecture today. That's Professor Alonge. Please stand up for recognition. I will never forget the way you are able to briefly highlight all that a doctor wants to know. I want you to please do all this favor. I want to send copies to my students. Please do that favor for us. I thank all the representatives of important personalities in the country, particularly from NUC. Please stand up. Chris, give me a round of applause. And the representative of the Minister of Education. Thank you very much, sir. Well, of all the protocol I'm mentioning, these people are not the least of them all, but critically important to us here. And that is another son of mine who has done a lot to ensure that you graduate at the time you did. Before he came to become the registrar of the Medical Council, we had problems with the doctors in Ido. He was able to solve that problem to finality. And that's our great man, the registrar of Medical Council, Dr. Sanusi. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. He's a gentleman who, in spite of his position, is most humble. Invariably, when you have some people who have ascended the heights, they fall rapidly from humility. He's not one like that. Thank you very much, sir. And lastly but not the least, is the president. Thank you very much, sir. I want to thank my teachers, particularly Professor Sonia. A simple, humble, hard-working gentleman. We have had cause to disagree several times, but he would never lose his head. No matter how insulting I am, I thank you very much. It has paid off. Let all the teachers in medical college stand up. All the teachers. Stand up. Today is your day now. When we disagree several times, you gave me all sorts of names. I won't mention them. But today the name you give to me will be Mr. Beauty, isn't it? Is that not correct? Please give them a round of applause. Thank you. And to my students, no more students, to my doctors. A few weeks back, I came to your college and I sang a song. At that time I said, today we shall be doctor. But that shall means future. However, today, the 13th of September 2018, you are doctors. And the song now is, today, today, I am a doctor. Today, today, stand up. Today, 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 today. Say it again. away by what we are doing. I want to apologize publicly, but it's not an affront. It is an omission which everybody will forgive me for. And that is, we have the chairman of the day here, His Royal Highness, the Honor of Ife. I don't want to recognize him because he knows that he doesn't need any recognition. However, I recognize you, sir. Well, that is, he is a sincere and most sincere and most genuine friend of our university who deserves round of applause. Now I want to thank the parents of our students, of these doctors today. All the parents stand up. Who are now, parents, you change my song. Today, 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 my child is a doctor. Today, today, see, today, today, my child is Yes, my students, I thank you for being the pioneer medical doctors produced by this university. You have set a standard, not only by your excellent performance, but to be on record that you are indeed the pathfinders in the medical history of this university. There will never be another pioneer set of medical students. I want especially to salute all those who are here to felicitate with us, whether I've mentioned your name or not. I also pay tribute to all our friends who sent emails to us as well as goodwill messages. And in particular, Dr. Cosmas Maduka, who donated the car which you saw just now to the best students. I thank Nigeria's past president, Ibrahim Bagida, and Chief Olusegun Obasanjo for their inspiring messages. As I'm talking, I want to tell you, you are on television. It's live television coverage. What you are doing here is being covered live. So people are hearing us from abroad, all over. I thank all those who have given prizes to my students. And apart from appreciating those that have been inducted today, these prizes will be a catalyst to prepare those coming behind to excel. And I want to say on this occasion, those who have not won prizes, don't lose hope. Don't lose any hope at all. The fact that you have not done so doesn't mean anything. There are those who had only passed in the LLB degree, and are some of the best lawyers today. So leave this place and say, look, I saw my friends who got prizes. At my next level examination, I'm going to get a prize as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I come to a very serious matter. Very, very serious matter. By virtue of my age, I knew what Nigeria was between 1915 and 1960. That was the era of self-government. Later, we had what we called independence in 1960. I knew what Nigeria was then. a beautiful place, a growing country, a country where there was no fear of attack or anybody attacking you day and night. Property was safe. There was unemployment, and I said with all sense of responsibility, there was no unemployed person at Ekiti. You are either a farmer or a teacher or doing something. I also know today what it is. This is a country bedeviled with grinding poverty, spiral unemployment, insecurity of various shapes and forms, violence and kidnapping, and above all, poor quality of education. But before that, one of my students, one student who was coming to the university from Port Harcourt, the mother brought her here. On her return journey home, a few months before getting home, she was kidnapped. I asked my God, what type of country is this? This woman wants to give quality education to her child. Look at it. Before going further, I thank all of you for enduring the type of road you came here for. Even very close to my university, you see how bad it is. I've been maintaining that road myself for the past 8 years, but this year I deliberately left it so that people could shout out. I thank you for coming here safely. May you go back safely. Now, I've just said that education is also very poor condition. Because of this peace, place and import of what we are doing today, let me say our country's education very briefly. All of us here today know the importance of education, which is a veritable weapon that cures diseases, want, lack, and above all, education elevates people. But for quality education, which I had in elementary school in those days, you will never have known me today. But you now ask the type of education you have in elementary school. When I was young, I was a farmer. I thought farming was the best in my life until I was forced to go to school. And I ran away from school several times, only to be turned back by my parents who knew better. But then education stopped at 6. I worked hard on my own to be where I am. And because of what I achieved through education, I decided to build a university, which would be an example of how university should be run or how it should not be run. And today, by the grace of God, it has been recognized as the best university around. However, gentlemen, there's a dark cloud having over the country educational landscape. But then, with these people and with this university, all hope is not lost. There is the bright northern star in the horizon, beaming a ray of hope and light beyond that dark cloud. And that bright northern star is Afe Babalola University, Abuad, which NUC has described as the pride of university education in this country. I'm happy to tell you that Abuad was established some 8 years ago. For what purpose? To change the way things are going to be done. It was established to make a difference, to show how university should be run. We thank you all that you have supported us on this mission and on this journey. Today, we are inundated with accolades, awards, and encomiums from all over the world. I don't want to mention them. And now come to medicine. When we started with College of Law, and we were eventually decorated as the best law college in West Africa,